it, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They will run with Singletary. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applying the heat.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On the move to his left. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. We're scoreless after 1. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Gregory Rousseau in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hines. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From just shy of midfield, Allen going deep for Diggs. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going. Not only in the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Allen now on 1st down. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. No roll, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah,
he's got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Allen. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Now Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. They'll run here with Singletary. 86 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now Allen. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third and a few inches. Going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Prescott to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the pass interference call on the offense obviously declined, and this will remain a turnover. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Prescott now. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 83 yards. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott from the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Allen off the play fake. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.